got the game up on stream. So we're going to continue from where we left last time. You can see that I play quite a bit on my own time here, so I'm going to need to go to our save, which is spring of 1961. I did comment that I was planning on going through the winter to skip the winter bits, because they're a bit slow and everything slows down. As you can see, winter is just leaving, the snow is just melting, we're in February. At the moment, what we got going on here is a second heating pipe being built. We're not really quite to the point where overwhelmed on heating yet. It's just something that I wanted to do while we were there. Some quick notes that I want to go over before we begin. Doing testing on my own games, I discovered that the police stations that are modded are just not enough to keep crime waves down. However, there was a patch that may have fixed that. That keeps crime low. So this police station, if you're playing on your own, it's not enough in the unstable testing build. At least before the patch that just recently happened. I don't know if there's going to be a new one or not, but because of that, I am going to need to real quickly break our cosmonaut rules and build a proper police station. We're just going to use the non-modded police station. And this is solely because the way crime and justice is right now, it's just not enough. So I'm going to do that. This was discovered testing on my own. I had my own cosmonaut save that I was doing, and there was just a crime spiral that my police station could not keep up with. And that's pretty much what I had to do, is I just had to delete the modded police station and added a new one. The patch may have fixed it. See how big this thing is? It's ridiculous. The patch may have fixed it, but we are not going to take that chance with this. It's a streaming save, and it could ruin the entire playthrough. So you're just going to have to make some room for it. At least there was room to be made here. Another thing, you can see that I finished the circuit around the entire city. All the stone paths are made, except for that spot right there, which we can finish. Get this police station in now, while I'm thinking about it. And I'm using the mirror heat to get this to mirror to the side that I want it to be. What is our... The paths are just too close. Okay. Get rid of you, and get rid of you. So do we want to try and get a path going through here? I'm just going to try and see if I can do this. That'll help with expansion down the line. Work. I could do it this way and make this just where it is. Let's try that, see if it'll fit in there. Alright, that'll have to do. Some nice looking paths here, and then we can do a path that goes across, like I was thinking. So, we are going to build these. That's going to be distracting. Distracted by my own channel. Alright. So, we had a little bit of unhappiness over the winter due to a drop in our sports activity, and we had some heating drops too. Fortunately, we did not have a huge population loss. Just a nice steady increase, which is what we want to see. I started work on the technical university, which is also very important. So over here, we have our little construction industry. You can see all this stuff going on. And just to do a quick rundown of what we have here, we have our prefab panels, our cement plant, and our bricks. And these will all start exporting our products to produce things. I did not make a storage unit for my prefab panels. Very bad of me. Let's see if we can fit one in here somewhere. Alright, so we can get the small one in here, no problem. The bigger one's going to be more of an issue with the rail there, but I could try and do this. Will I be able to get roads to it? I think so, actually. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh. Excavators are busy, so we gotta wait for our excavators. Something to remember later. We'll just speed up to speed 2 here. So I did get some monuments in. This is a nice one. Covers most of our buildings. Got our Karl Marx statue in here. A Lenin statue here. This one still needs to have a little bit of coverage. I think this one does it. Yes. So we've got coverage on most of our housing for monuments. This one does a bit of our houses too. You probably want to build like a nice big red star in the center of town, like maybe right here, that covers everything. And that'll be just better for loyalty. Right now our loyalty is at 27%. Pretty difficult to raise it above that. I think I'm going to start using loyalty at the schools though. Just going to do a base of 25% here. And we got 30% loyalty at the orphanage. For For those who aren't aware of the mods I'm using, this is our Secret Service. I really like this building, Secret Police. Right here is our cinema. It is a Rotunda Theater. And of course this is our sports playground and our indoor pool for the winter. These are villages around here. I'm surprised there's even people in them. We should turn off, move into all of these buildings. This should not be happening. You're gonna have to move people back to our city now. You definitely don't want people in these houses. Take care of this real quick. Should have considered this and just done this before we even started playing, but it's not something I was considering. Do this for all of our spots now. Just put it on normal speed at least, so things can happen off screen. Something to know if you want to do this map, make sure you turn off these houses. Quickly make sure I got all the citizens out of here, other than of course the ones we know about. Okay, so you've got some citizens, you have some citizens. Okay, let's fix this problem. Looks like we may need to build a new housing complex, actually. That's what's going on. Those guys back up and we move them all to this place. So, I think we've got a little base here. Make sure to turn this off. That's this one. Put you in here. Alright, that's one base down. We got another another base here. Turning both these off. Alright, that's that one taken care of. Then we're going to go to Meme Island. Alright, that one's fine. Got one in there. As much as I'd love to let you guys live in these places, you will just be unhappy and leave, so that is not an option. Did I turn these houses off? Alright, good, turn them off. We got Station Boris. I don't think there's anything at the power plants. Nope. Station Boris is taken care of. So we just have this village here. And we shouldn't have to worry about this again. 3, 5. So we're just move these all into this little village we have, and as soon as we have an apartment complex to put them into, then they will be taken care of. In fact, it's better for them to be living at home with their parents than it is for them to be at these villages. It's worse for their happiness and health to be living in these villages. Alright, let's turn these all off now. Turn these ones off too, so we don't want more people to move into these places. Alright, hopefully that should solve that little crisis. These people are not going to be happy while they're in these houses. It's just the way it is. But let's start fixing that. Let's get these ready to be built. All these are getting ready to be built. Other projects. Oh, that's right, there's people that can move into these too. Let's turn these all off. So hopefully that will be everybody now. Okay. So one of the things we want to start over here is, I think we're going to want to do coal first. We can get a coal plant up and start exporting electricity, which would be good. Alright, we're going to lose one of our buildings. Which one? Pollution station over here? That's fine. Stopped production because there's no one here. Why is no one here? We got workers coming in. One of our things that we want to do is work on graveling this route. At least up to here, because it's very important to not lose our heat plant. So I think we're going to build a access road while that's happening. So, access road would be like that. Then we can gravel a lot of this without having to worry much about losing access to the town and service industries. So we're going to just start that right now. Actually, let's wait for these buildings to be finished first. The groundworks, at least. Because we don't want to lose time on the groundworks. We got all the industry resources we need here. And we got all the resources we need here. That's fine then. Okay, let's just start working on the ground. Do we have a bulldozer? We do. You should be able to get around there. I'm not sure why you're telling me you can't. Oh, that's because I cut these roads off during the winter, so the snow plows wouldn't plow down roads that weren't necessary. And then that's not as necessary next winter because hopefully we'll have everything graveled by then, and we'll just set mud roads to have like no priority and gravel to have the highest priority. It's our pollution monitoring sensor gone. Such is life, we're just going to deal with it. Looks like we're on the construction stage of both of these. No, still groundworks here, we're on the construction stage of the police station. It's going to take a lot of concrete. So this one, that's fine. What is your issues? We may need to start importing electronics. It's more important than it used to be with our patches. So that may be something that I just start doing. Start selling electronics to keep people happy. Let's just do that. Will cause some issues, but we can handle it. Still working on the groundworks of this one. Where is our excavator? I know we have one. There it is, and it's going to the college to help with the groundworks. And then once it's done, we can lay out the storage for concrete panels. I'm so glad that you dropped off. Perfect. Alright. did have a connection earlier. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do this at the node. There we go. That will be our prefab panels storage. Got that down. All right. Slowly getting these graveled roads in. Does slow down construction just a little bit for now, but once we're past this point, it's not going to be an issue anymore. Probably going to want to do a panel along here too. What is your problem? Oh, it's because the gas station's not accessible at the moment. That's no big deal. Alright, so we're starting to do this one. So I'm going to start on this one too now. It's usually good to do both sides of a section at the same time unless there's a critical infrastructure you can't really afford to lose. Right now we're kind of cutting off our imports, but it's really not that big a deal, to be honest. Because we have this all nice and stocked up, it's not as big of a problem as it could be. Really the big thing we're slowing down is getting concrete sent in. But that's really, do we not have a concrete mixer? Let's just double check. We have two. Okay, they're on their way. Okay, cool. Good to know. What is your issue? Well, you'll figure it out. You know what to do. How are we on coal anyway? We're tapped off. Are you not set to wait to unload? Let me just double check that. Interesting. I don't know why you're even leaving anyway. You're full of coal. And that's already max capacity. Did I grab two of them? I must have. That's what's going on. So right now we're waiting for a bulldozer to get there. I might just say let them go for this one. Since it's close enough, it's not going to cause too many traffic jams. What's new available? Oh, just a helicopter. So, with Hard Mode Challenge, you're not supposed to build any vehicles at all, other than you're not supposed to purchase vehicles at all. And I kind of dislike that way of playing. I'll probably limit myself to just purchasing trains. And if I want boats or planes, I'll force myself to build them on my own. But until that point, I don't think I'm up for the not purchasing trains. Because trains are too fun, and I don't want to limit myself to not have trains. Let's trying to think of how I want to do this. It's probably going to have to be along this side. We're not going that way first anyway. Let's do this piece right here, actually. While we're waiting for, because getting these concrete deliveries in would actually be really useful for our construction projects. Especially the police station, we do not want to go without this police station for too long. It will cause problems, serious problems. Let's continue your trip, because you're going to run out of cement real fast. Just gotta make sure that these don't accidentally get fuel in them, or bitumen, because then they won't fuel other things. So I'm just supposed to check that to make sure. So our loyalty is sitting at 27% right now. Really not the best it could be, but we're doing what we can. We got our monuments up, which should help some. And then start instilling a baseline of loyalty here. Well, with selling electronics, we can also maybe build a small radio station to start helping with radio also, for loyalty. So this does not need bricks, and this is finished with bricks. This is everything but it needs it, but it's concrete, so it's just really waiting to work. Where's our road crane? Did it go to this one? Do we not have a road crane? We don't have a road? We do have a road crane. Where are you? Oh, you're doing the pipes. Are we even getting people delivered here? Well, we're getting one person delivered there. That's because everybody's at these places, to be honest. That's where all our spare workers are. So I think I'm going to cancel this for now, so I can get my road crane on these other projects that are getting more workers. There you go. Road crane, please. Thank you. That should be long enough for the mechanism can go there on its own. That one's waiting for buses. I need to remember that I don't have this set up for auto search also. That was my bad. That should have been taken care of much sooner. Very good, very good. Just did it again. Let's get all these going. That just needs one more delivery of concrete, and you're gonna need a bunch more deliveries of concrete. I'm liking the look so far. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting 21 pluses without a flat. That's what we wanted to see. You are starting to get built quickly. That must be where our road crane went. Yes, it is. We want to make sure we get a concrete delivery before we run out. So, are you going to the Technical University? You are. But there were no workers there. Great. I wish I could tell them to turn back around and get more when that happens. So we need a few more workers here. Those shadows are terrible. I gotta be honest with you. I love this game, but those shadows are awful. They gotta fix that. Alright, so Technical University is, yes, hung up on cement. Please be going to get it, yes. And make sure we get 8.1. Alright, good. It's the last delivery for there, and then we should move on to the police station for construction. Alright, let's, while we're doing things, we'll upgrade this route here. And we're gonna attach some pathways here. So with our plans for a nice square here now completely gone, let's see if I can at least get the medium fountain in here as a way of going through. Nope. And I don't think this is a pass-through building. No. So I don't want this here. Unfortunate, but that's life, I guess. Alright, that was going to go to our Technical University, which is now complete. So I'm going to limit this down to half size. Let's get our loyalty up to at least 25% here. But I think that'll be in time to save us from having a higher education crash. We should have saved ourselves from that. If not, we may need to do one more intake of educated people. I think we're going with kind of like this theme for looks. I do really like the look of this one. It's a nice building. So now we got our crane here, which is good. We'll just start making sure we get enough concrete. That's going to be our big bottleneck on this one. Looks like we've got our dumpers working though. Should be fine. I think we're fine without that truck. Fine without that one too. Let's start working on the groundworks of you. This one's coming up pretty quickly. Really just waiting on the cement. Once the cement's done, I'll start graveling more along this road, but I really don't want to cut off quick cement drops, because we do need to get the police station up as soon as possible. It will kill our city in unhappiness and criminality. In fact, depending on the way this looks when I get in there, once it's done building and the crimes it starts finding, we may need to reset crime and justice through the cheat menu, which I really don't want to do, so I'm going to check to see if we have issues, and if not, then we'll be fine. Looks like we need at least 4 more drops of concrete, which I think we're going to be fine with, so that's not going to be a big deal. There's 24 tons on the way. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to the groundworks here. Well, you can steal some of our concrete, I suppose. I really need it to be directed to the police department, though. That is the priority. Section of gravel is done, so I might want to just start working on this one. Yeah, I think I wanna. There we go. So that'll be a big thing to work on, but we need it. Did we set the road up for these? We did not. Do that while we're waiting. So we got a big stretch of stuff here. This is not a pass-through, so that won't work. Let's connect it to... I don't think this road is. I don't know how goofy it's gonna be for things to drive under there. Let's find out. So we're just gonna like go around the hill. So that's that all taken care of. Forgotten to road those up. Very good to notice that now before we do anything other planning. Okay, so here's a problem. I made this big thing for gravel and then I blocked it off here. So I may need to rearrange around this area exactly how we want to do things. It shouldn't be too difficult, actually. Actually, let's just do it right now. Shouldn't be no issues at all. Looking at it real quickly, we're just going to remove that piece right here. And then instead of the road pass, we're just going to do a rail pass with 2 rails. that one. We can put that. This is for coal. Alright. So, let's see if we can make the rail lines connect up here. That's going to be our problem right here. Oh, we don't even need that. Just get rid of it entirely. That does not look good. Let's turn the snapping on. That's much better. There. That's what we want to see. There's our rails. So that's our gravel pickup for our entire country, and that'll be our coal pickup for the entire country. That'll work just fine. All right, good to see that one solved pretty quickly. 10 more tons of concrete. Do we have the stuff? We do. Do we have a concrete mixer en route? That's what we want to see. We do. With the concrete to finish the job. Very nice. And this apartment complex is on its way to being built. Very nice. We have our police building in. Let's put our police cars back in. Our bisexual colored police cars. We're going to turn this down to half because it is just way too much for this republic. But that should be enough. And then we're just going to get a couple more police cars for it. We'll just get 2 more. Alright, so I just need to check up on this to make sure that the crime that we don't get a ton of crimes listed. That's really all I'm going to be looking for now, to see if we have any issues going forward. And we're getting this one built with our road crane. Looks like we have all of the stuff we should need already delivered, or on the in our area there, which is good. So one of the things we're going to do here is figure out where we're going to put our construction offices, and I think I was just going to put them like along this route here because it's pretty close to everything. We'll be able to have them real close to here, here, and here, which is all of our areas for this stuff. The thing we want to do is build a large enough area for placing down, for filling with steel and boards and all of the stuff that we don't have currently. I don't know if I want them to drive all the way there to pick up prefab, so we may just make a large, maybe right in here, something like that, for all of the construction materials we delivered. So just see what we got here. So this one's designed specifically for construction. I kind of like the idea of this one because what we can do is make sure we have a distribution office that keeps it completely full of all of the prefabs and bricks from here. And then we can have a train network that comes and picks them up, that brings them from here to around the Republic. So I kind of like the idea of using this one. It also has warehouses on it to hold electric and mechanical components. So it's basically an all-in-one stop for our construction industry. So I may just use this one. Looks like all of our rail lines are kind of heading in this direction. So let's just see here. What do we got? This is a very not flat area. Let's fix that. We need to wait for free excavators or bulldozers, which is almost done. We got our apartment complex in, so now we want to make sure we're moving all of these people into places where they'll actually want to live. Now remember, if you remember, all of these houses were pretty much full, all these ones I'm taking workers from. So you can see that a lot of them have escaped. Because it's not happy living in these poor towns with no services. I would say maybe about a third at least escaped to this area when we consolidated. Alright, so we've got this place is already 1/3 filled up. So we'll want to pay attention to that, and we're going to want to build this one eventually too. Let's get this into our color scheme. The dark one here. Citizens' health too low. Alright, so we're having power supply issues. I was talking about this last time, that I may need to just cut the all of these solar panels, all of these lines out of our power supply. And you know, I think maybe I should just do it. I don't think we need these massive power lines here. So I'm just going to use... how big are you? You're still pretty big. I'm going to use this one. What infrastructure is in the way? Alright, so this is going to cause some power disruptions. The big problem is that we need concrete to build these. Any of these that need to be built need concrete. So this is powering our concrete. So we'll probably need to waste materials and bring a power line down here, solely to this one to keep it running while we fix electricity problems. We should do that sooner rather than later, so we're just going to do it now. However, we're going to do this cheaply as possible also. As soon as possible. should not have done that. I should not have deleted that whole line. I should have just taken off the final last bit. So that's going to end up costing us even more in the long run, but that's my mistake. Alright, so we are keeping up on crime. Good. We are having issues with unemployment due to small children. That's going to come from us, be solved by this second kindergarten. Just going to get this in. And while we're upgrading footpaths, let's just get... is that not a complete footpath? Whatever. I want to rebuild it. Some of this stuff going on. So our loyalty is actually going up. We're now up to 28%. So it looks like our loyalty education is working a little bit. And we are getting our educated workers not increasing yet. Let's just double check on that. Let's go for this year. We're dropping just barely, but should be okay now. I think we should be. I got it in time. If not, I'll check in a couple months to see how that's going. I feel like the year is going by faster this time than it did last time. So, that is our second kindergarten, hooked into paths. Let's just start building it. I'm going to get this going too, because we need to get the gravel along the roads. We are in the middle of summer now, so actually getting disruption in our heating plant is not a big deal, so I think I may actually want to do this too. Let's start that. That bus is going to be stuck until we get the roads reconnected, but that's fine. Keep building these footpaths here. Now the reason why I'm not sure about this building is, as you can see, our unemployment due to small child is very low, so this probably won't be helping us that much. Probably better for us to just build more houses so we can expand our republic. I'm wondering why they're so unhappy in these flats. Criminality is low, clothing quality is good, good sports, good culture. They did have one crime that was not patrolled. Hopefully that stuff will start going away. That's part of the reason why I'm afraid I may need to start resetting crime and justice, but we will keep an eye on it. It looks like our police station is doing fine with courts. So we need to check on this. Because it can do a serious harm to happiness. And it's really just because we're playing in the testing build and they're still balancing things. So it's not like bad setup on my part, it's just the game balance hasn't been fixed yet. Well, let's do this to looking at it. So just get rid of it. People being treated in prison. Now, in prison, your criminality drops. So, like this person, they're probably not going to lose their criminality very much. They're at 71%. And theirs, while they're here, may drop to maybe 40 or 50%. And they'll probably be back. This one should be completely rehabilitated. 7%. Where was that one? Yeah, at their 0.8 of their 4 years, they'll definitely be rehabilitated. This person's only in for 1.8 years with a 71% criminality, so it's gonna be a bit. That one's probably gonna be a returning customer. Alright, getting all of these footpaths in. The more footpaths we got in gravel, the better spread that our population will have wherever they go. So, that's why I think we should just get as much of these in as possible. One of the things that used to be really big on... I just realized this was not near my face this whole time. You probably haven't been able to hear a single thing I've been saying. Well, that's fine. One of the big things about the game is... I completely lost my train of thought. I hope this whole episode is not going to be too low on audio. At least for the first part. Oh well. These things happen. Oh, I love these. Unless the gas, we don't want those. These are the ones I love. This is the one that's going away. The only thing wrong with these ones is they're just a little too slow to be useful, unfortunately. But, you know, what can you do? I have to check these out eventually. I really like the look of them. 55 miles an hour, and it carries like 50 tons. It's really nice. It'd be good for long distance distribution, or actually be really good for a distribution office in here to bring to that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of, I probably need the bulldozer again. I gotta wait on that. Get impatient and I forget. Hopefully this one is long enough for a service. It should be long enough. Where is our excavator, though? Oh, you're in here. We're waiting on some gravel. Looks like we got it all in there now. construction office is slacking. Where are you going? Going to one of our footpaths. This is why I need to get bigger construction offices. Let's get that sorted, actually. Monuments don't need footpaths, so no need to even have those. I'm gonna get rid of this footpath, because we're gonna do something along the lines of this. Yes, that looks good. I'm gonna wait to build that one, though. Because I want to do some leveling. Alright. So, this looks about right. Alright, so this is going to be our construction yard. So first let's put in that storage unit I was talking about here. So, we're gonna put it in about right here. And the reason why right here is because I want to be able to get a road cargo station in to service it. It should be close enough. Nope, a little too close. How about there? Yes. Alright, so that'll be our road cargo station that services this area. And of course the trains will go out this way. So let's just lay down some track just to remember. Okay, so this will be where our construction materials are stored. We can pick them up from here and drop them off. Actually, that's an interesting idea. I could do a drop-off and pick-up side. Let's do that, actually. It's going to be a major construction area. Alright, so something like this. I'm not sure exactly where I want that to go. So let's see the construction yard options. I really like this one. It's got a nice character to it, and it can hold 25 vehicles. So I may just do 2 of these. Fits in perfectly there. And then we can do another one in here. Perhaps. Alright. The reason why I'm doing this is just so it has a faster connection into here. That's just for fire access, and then this will connect to the road. We're actually going to get rid of that eventually, so actually, while we're thinking of that, we're going to do that right now. Did I start building this? Let's delete this, actually. And then we're going to rebuild I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna delete that. And then we're gonna bring in our bigger line here. Actually, just had a thought that I could do it like this. So, let's do that real quick. Which one are you? I think you are this one. No. This one. This is the wrong thing. Stupid. Alright, let's get the right one in here. Okay. So that is a 4 megawatt. We'll do this one to there. And we're going to do this one from here. Alright, so let's get all of these construction projects going. You are the first one. You're the most crucial. And then we're going to do this one next, then this one, and then this one. And that will hopefully fix our electricity issues, which we're going to be complained about incessantly for the next bit of time. But we need to do it before the end of summer. Speaking of, let's upgrade this next road of gravel too. Actually, I think these will take gravel. We're not going to do that. I'm going to suspend that. Where are our trucks? Alright, you're delivering to voltage wires, and so are you. Okay, good. That has its gravel already, good. That has its gravel. So we can get that dumper to get some asphalt. That's fine. We need to get that one there too. That should hopefully be all of the gravel we need for this project. And then we'll just need the asphalt here. Looks like this one's already mostly completed. Very nice. This one still needs gravel. I think that's probably that right there. Let's go into that one. There's the other gravel. Just realized that this is not hooked into our road network. There we go. That could be bad. Alright. Getting our lines done. If the road crane had been there, that would have been fixed, but it's not. Where is our road crane? Is that our asphalt? Yes, it is, which we need for this. Alright, we can get the groundworks going there. Groundworks are done on this one. This one still needs an excavator groundworks. Ah, yes. It's going to be because our gas station is not working. So we're just going to bring you in here. Oh, must be a tower crane. Alright, so we got our wind turbines back in here. I think we just dropped off electronic components for this one? Yes. I think we can continue on this road now. So one of the things about no electricity is a lot of things don't function at full efficiency. This one doesn't work at all. Got another one who lost out. That's fine. So this could be a bit of a disaster. Depending on how buses are going with fuel. This one's doing okay for fuel, but did it deliver people, anybody? To anywhere? Oh, it did this one. Okay, so this line is up. Now we need to get this one up. And we need to get this finished. Where are you going? To the switch. Okay. We're doing okay for gas, and that'll be enough to get the switch built. So then we're just relying on getting this built, which has all material on it that we need. Okay, so I think we're going to be okay. Hopefully. Alright. All of our, all our things are running out of power. We got our switch in, so all we need to do is get a delivery of the bus to here, and we're fine. Where's our bus? Is it gonna make it? You're running on empty. I don't know if you're gonna make it. Okay, this may be a little bit of a game cheaty, but I am not gonna argue. Do you not have gas? No, you don't have gas. So we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way, nice and slow. And you're gonna go back because you have no more gas. So we are gonna assign this bus temporarily to here. Because it does have gas. Which will get us our last bit of passengers we need to finish this wire, which will help us out. Go, go, go. Thank you. Everybody must be out of gas. It's going to be a mass rush to the gas station as soon as this power's back on. So this is all almost full, so we're going to start the groundworks on that one as soon as gas is back up, of course. What about you? What is your problem? Loyalty is low, 26%. Pretty significant criminality there. I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Like I said, that may mean we need to do the reset. Alright, everything should be fixed now. All of these vehicles rushing for fuel. How about our traffic jams? Did they solve themselves? They should have. Looks like it. Okay, good. So we need to focus on getting this road fixed. Before winter. Just 2 more parts need to be finished. Just gonna send you back real quick. You must be getting gas. Okay, that's fine. Let's get a load of passengers on the route. Alright, hospital's doing okay now that we have power again. We shouldn't have power spikes or anything now. How are we on footpaths? We can get this one going. And let's get this one going. Do that one too. And this one. Should be plenty of footpaths. You got all the gravel you need. Our footpaths are almost completely done now. Alright, so this road... Oh, you are... gonna kill me. Alright, we got our workers in there to start heating up the boiler, which doesn't even need work right now. So I'm gonna just... Can you make it to the gas station now? Yes, you know to do that. Okay. On to the next piece of road. should be this one right here. And this will be for our other road. Oh, for our footpaths. That's fine. Just a few more footpaths and all this network is completely done. We may want to wait to winter for the rest of these footpaths. I think we fixed that one. Yes, we did. Okay. And that's completed. Do we have... How much gravel does this take? 14 tons. We need to have 2 dumpers en route to make sure that we're getting the gravel we need. We need asphalt here, of course. And we need concrete. That's fine. 1 load should be enough. Well, speaking of, I do not want this to happen. If there's too many buses in a construction office, they can just start swarming your network and taking all your workers to go to places you just don't need them to be. Alright, that's going to go to our final road. So we're already at the point where I'm going to put gravel roads at 100%. So it should prioritize gravel roads now. That'll be finished there. Just gonna have one of these turn around. Because I want to make sure we have a load of passengers. Because we're starting to get near the... we're still in the summer, so we should be fine. But I just want to be extra sure that we have actual people in the heating plant. Just to keep it maintained. We are almost there. We should have this gravel all completed by the end of we have gone through our gravel. I may just need to buy another one of these guys to just constantly bring gravel in. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to get another thing just for gravel imports. Do I have one already? That's a distribution office. Yeah, we're going to get just a stream of consciousness dumper to always be doing this. And we are not going to wait till loaded. We're just going to have you constantly doing that forever. Get you a little bit of a different color so we know who you are. So our higher education has dropped to 89%. Which could be worrying, We're going to need to keep an eye on that. We may need to import some educated workers. Hopefully not. I would rather not have to do that. I may want to build this just to make sure we get educated workers. Let's wait for this to be finished. So at the moment, our big holdup is more gravel. We're out of gravel. While we're waiting on that, let's get this second road in. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. Can I do this? Okay, I can. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be our service road. Not many nodes in this one. I'm going to make a couple. That'll be good enough. So that's for when we start upgrading this road, which may be a bit, because we just don't have the gravel right now. Alright, so this part of the gravel road is complete. We just need to get this part done. Do we have all 10 tons in there? We do. Nice. So this is our most important road because we need to make sure that our buses do not have issues. Alright, so that's properly attached. So we're going to remove this because I do not want this to be our way that gets power. So we're going to have a disruption in concrete for a bit. That's fine. And we're going to bring you back, which I should not have deleted that whole thing. That was a mistake. Alright. Fortunately, the smaller wires do not need concrete to build. Let's just look at our new our new vehicles. So at the moment, our best bulldozer is the Stalinek S100. Which we have. Or I can get one of these, which is a mod, but I don't think I want to do that for this just yet. Our bus right now, the one we're using is this one with the 65 speed. That's 75 and a bit more, so that's a little bit better. But we don't really have many roads that are past 65, so it's not useful yet to switch. This is our best concrete mixer, that's fine. That's our best covered hole. This is our new one. Fast, but low capacity. That's fine. We don't need it, though. And we're using this one, which is our best excavator. How many fire engines are we using right now? 2. I kind of, just to be safe, want to add a third one. So we got you and you. On to our next section of road. Getting close. No workers on that one. I should have thought of that. Alright, yeah, we're getting to the point where we can't keep playing around with that either. So... let's, just quickly edit this line. So, they're going to go here, and then they're going to go here. And then we're going to remove this one, just for now. There, that should solve it. So we're getting a little low. I mean, this isn't the point where they're going to start complaining about deaths. But it's getting to the point where we have to start worrying. Alright, looks like our gravel shortage is doing fine. Alright, so this is gonna be one of the lighter ones, the light stripe. Alright, so that's this round of buildings done. So the next round of buildings is gonna be on the outside. What do we want our next round of buildings to look like? I'm gonna go here. So we were using... Are we on this one? Which one was it? Looks like that. Let's just find that one real quick. Oh, we were using this one. So we want to go next to a little bit larger capacity. 190. 420, maybe a bit big. 220. Oh, interesting. I can squeeze a lot of these in here. Let's look at the next ones. 200 workers. That also would work. Two 20 workers. I do like the look of this one, and it may actually match with the scheme we have going on here. So I'm thinking maybe I do these next along here, and then these will be along the very outside, and that'll be the end of our city. Okay, let's try that. Oh, and I can do like this too. Oh, I like that. Get the footpath to go through there. Yeah, that'll be nice. Okay, so next one we want it to be back just a little bit, which means that'll give us a little room for a plaza there. Let's go about that far back. Getting all our buildings in. Alright, that should be far enough for now. And hopefully that will keep having services reaching everywhere. That's the plan, that's the hope. Ah, there's our good track builder. We'll have to get a rail construction office in soon. Not really much need for rail yet, though, so it's kind of not super necessary yet. Alright, so these are our two big construction offices, and I may want one dedicated just to building roads. So let's get a slightly smaller one that'll just have road construction stuff. I'm going to use one of the mod ones that I have not pinned. The 20, that'll fit in there, right? We're actually going to do it this side. Yeah, that works for me. So that'll be our roadworks, filled with like dumpers and machinery for building roads like bulldozers and pavers and rollers and stuff. Alright, so our loyalty is still gradually increasing to 29% now. Our crime is, we're keeping on top of our crime, but we are getting serious crimes, which could be a problem. Like, let me just look at the criminality in these places real quick. I think we're okay. We've got a 4% there. And 8% is not good. We'll see how we are at the beginning of next year. And if it's still a problem, then we may need to do something about criminality. But what I want to do now, just to make sure that we have room for students, is we're going to make this. And that should solve any issues we have with students. That's the hope, at least. Might as well just start upgrading all of these two now. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade this next path also. Our heating problems should be over now. Nope, we're having heating problems. That is, worrying. Heated pools having heating problems. No good. Why are you not picking up people? Ah. That would be because I'm an idiot. Alright, so go back, please. And drop your people off. Okay. Hopefully that didn't hurt our health too much. That was a mistake, for sure. But that will solve that mistake. Yes. Got our heating plant back up and running. That would have been good to have viewers to point out that I made that mistake. For sure. Alright, we got some dumpers en route finally. So it looks like adding that second dumper really helped, or that dedicated dumper really helped with those deliveries, which isn't surprising, but it's just good to know that it worked out. And that's the last stretch of footpaths that have not been... Oh, I spoke too soon. That's the last path. And that should get everything back to where it should be. Alright. How are we here? We got 90 people already. How's our orphanage? Looks like we probably need more people. So I'm going to up you to full capacity of workers. Up the propaganda here a bit. Loyalty is at 29%. Our happiness is down to 56%. It is very little concerning to me. You may need a couple more duty vehicles. Personal car. Are we using the GZM21? No, the T603, which may not be sold anymore. Oh. Give you a couple more of those. It's going to change these colors a little bit nicer to look at. Get a yellow one. There we go. Got a bunch of different colors now. Stopped production, huh? Alright. Not what I want to see, but at least we got buses going. So this strip and probably this strip are going to be too small for mechanisms to work on. So I do also want to finish the gravel along here and along here. But it's not as much of a priority. I need to build a temporary bus stop to do the stuff along here. Which, usually not very fun, but whatever. Do what you gotta do. Alright, looks like I have everything upgraded. I'm just gonna drag along here, see what I missed. It Looks like I missed a few. We're gonna just upgrade all of those. Turn these back on. Anything else along here? Alright, that's fine. How's our heating plant? Our heat exchanger? Dropping, people not getting here to work on the plant. Not liking that. Let's just make sure. Is this set up to... It does have line spacing enabled. I'm not sure why they're all jumbled together. Got 16% unemployment. 129 due to no workplace, but we have no workers waiting here. And you can get everywhere. Not sure I understand what's going on with that. You go into our heating plant? Yes, good. Very high unemployment. But they're not going to the bus station. We don't have bread lines. I'm not sure what's going on there. So it's saying unemployment's... Oh! Okay. There you go. That'll solve that one. I was very confused. Well. Got that one sorted. Keeping the lights on here. Barely. Hopefully that'll solve the whatever weird issue we were having with the bus station. Yes, very much so. Good. Yeah, that's probably gonna not help the loyalty there. Alright, we're almost done with the building for our citizens here for school work. It should definitely help with our dropping workers in education. All right. Let's see. Can we make this a better matching color for our city? We'll just make it that. Doesn't match as well as others, but that's fine. So I need to make sure our orphanage can get there. It can. So orphans can, when they're old enough, move out of the orphanage into the residence hall. And so can our 21 pluses, which we probably have a few. There we go. See, look, unemployment all the way down to 2% from that massive spike we just had. Still thinking of getting rid of these buildings and moving them into these houses, and then putting other services here. Like, we might want to put a bar here and just better housing here. These are all 80% housing. 88%'s not too bad. 83%, 88. They're not as bad as I was thinking, but when I can put in 95% or 90% flats that will carry way more people than those, I'd rather just do that. Let's put that up to 25 just to make sure we can keep serving people. We're keeping productivity pretty well. There's only one person in here with 30% productivity. There's 37. 30%'s the lowest it can go. What's this guy's issue? Happiness is 15% because his culture and sport are not being satisfied. That's closed due to weather. That's normal. Let's turn you up for the winter. Maybe people are having issues going there. Looks like you're fine, though. We'll put you up to 5, though. Not really seeing people waiting in front of our rotunda. Could maybe squeeze a theater in here and put the bar here. We'll see. We'll see what we do. Or we could put a cinema here when we get rid of those. If that's the issue we're having. Why is your happiness so low? This is the one I accidentally stifled. So I may just need a moment to to fix itself. Alright, we've got students moving in here, so that should hopefully resolve any issues we're having. Here comes the snows. So these should prioritize gravel. And we already have 2 going down the way we don't want them to go. That is very frustrating. Put it down to 15% maybe. This is what we want, though. We want to make sure this main thoroughfare is plowed. As long as it's plowed, we're fine. That is not acceptable, though. This should not be happening. Speaking of, let's start this one off. This one's not too expensive to build, so I'll probably start building this one pretty soon. So we can start having our construction moved up here. Yeah, that 8% criminality, it is very worrying, so I do think that I'm going to use the reset thing. I was kind of hoping not to have to, but I'm going to. We're just going to save here, just in case. So to access the cheat menu, you hold C, H, and E all at the same time. And then we have to go to the, I believe it's the general debug, and we are going to reset citizens crime level. Alright. So that's all we're going to do. And I'm just going to hit C, H, and E again, and we're going to turn it off. And hopefully now, this police station should be able to keep a hold of anything that's going on. These guys are going all in the wrong directions. I probably should build a, right here would be good. A second, snow, technical services, as the game calls them. Not sure where that comes from. I've never heard of snowplows being called technical services. I would have thought it was road maintenance, but, you know. I cannot know everything about this stuff. Alright, so we have been streaming for 2 hours straight, and I'm going to take a quick break to refill my water and the like. So I will be back in about 10 minutes.